gentlemen, Dragon Friday presents three events in amateur mixed martial arts, £150 catchweight contest. Introducing first in the blue corner with a record of 2 wins and 2 defeats, weighing at £150, representing the Matic County Potter breed, CALLUM EVANS. And his opponent in the black corner also with a record of 2 wins and 2 defeats, weighing at £150, representing KGB Swansea.
So it's CALLUM Evans fighting out of the blue corner, FIAD MWAMBA fighting out of the red corner. Your commentators, myself, Kieran Gibbons and Mason Jones. This is a fight you're looking forward to, Mason.
Yeah, both these boys are experienced amateurs. FIAD, very dangerous to striking. Evans, I've trained with previously before, good all-rounder. FIAD opened up the lovely 1-2 there and landed nice. CALLUM stalking in and out, good movement in his feet. Both boys very skilled.
Sponsor for tonight's action is Simpson's Removals and Deliveries, DV Carpentry and Plastering, and Flow Fightwear.
Both these boys fencing, feeling each other out. Lovely kick catch by FIAD, followed up with a 3-punch. CALLUM returns. Both these boys just feeling each other out now, looking to land these bigger shots. Lovely teeth from CALLUM.
CALLUM Evans from Pontypridd, FIAD MWAMBA from here in Swansea.
You can hear that home crowd support in the background for FIAD.
Yeah, a lot of support here for FIAD MWAMBA.
Yeah, both these boys are very experienced. They've got good old games. FIAD I've seen fight a few times, and CALLUM I've obviously trained with, like I said before previously. Interesting to see how this one plays out. This is a fight I have been looking forward to on the card. Oh, lovely strike by both men.
Both fighters just waiting for a moment to strike, waiting for their opponent to make a mistake to capitalise.
Yeah, both throwing hard. Could be using these kicks to set up, especially these front leg setups, just to get your way in. Capitalising, obviously, when you do come in, and making sure that you make it count as you're in. High volume, high power. Nice switch attack from FIAD, slightly short. CALLUM, good range, didn't return off it. CALLUM looking for that pull cross, and FIAD looking to land what he can.
Not really much to split them at this point.
No, it's fancy. There's that pull cross by CALLUM. You haven't seen many clean shots. Obviously the opening exchange, we had a few. Another exchange midway through, but apart from that, it has been very tense. Very 1-for-1. Both boys looking to see what they can catch out, trying to find a mistake in the other person's style. And FIAD starting to push forward, keep that ground. Wild high kick there. 10 seconds. Close round, that one. I think obviously home field advantage, we give that FIAD.
So we feel that was a close opening round, so still all to fight for. I mean, that round could have gone either way, really, depending on what you liked, I guess.
100%. Both boys doing good work. I personally think FIAD did a little bit more. CALLUM going to want to turn this around and more aggressive from the outset. Both boys still just playing with our range, trying to find their way in. This fencing position is lovely too, and the high kick from FIAD. CALLUM counted all. You do have to return off these kicks, because even if you're blocking them, they still look good on the scorecards. You do have to sort of take advantage, especially when you get a good block in, to make sure you do return.
Yeah, I suppose if not much is happening, then aggression counts for something, I guess.
Of course. Fiad started that one, Callum did return with a lovely 2. A lovely check up by Callum. Callum pressing forwards, back in Fiad up towards the cage. From here, he needs the look now to get some work in when he knows that Fiad cannot pull back more. For me, Fiad is just putting more combinations together. Callum just sitting looking for that big shot a little bit too much. Needs to be chaining it up and looking for those combos.
Again, neither fighter has really made a dent in their opponent yet.
Lovely right hand by Fiad. Neither of these boys are really controlling the foot position either. Both of them are just happy just to fence on the outside. Neither of them looking for dominant position and sort of mixing these legs in apart from big shots, looking to find their way in with them. They're both just sort of looking at these hands, trying to find their way in with these hands. Lovely right hand by Callum, left hand by Callum. Callum in the southpaw stance against Fiad in the orthodox.
Yeah, notice FIAD MWAMBA, he's switching stance for a lot as well, southpaw to orthodox. He's done it a few times. Yeah,
it's one of those modern MMA things that really works well for defensive and offensive skills. But you still can't remember the classics. Like Callum is starting to outstep Fiad a little bit here now. He's starting to step deeper with his front foot. There's a switch there for Fiad on a double leg attempt.
Last few moments of the round. It's been another close round. Again, not much to split either fighter.
Lovely high kick by Fiad that was checked. Good way to finish the round.
So, final round of what's been a really nip and tuck type of contest. Neither fighter has really gained the upper hand at any point. Both have landed a few shots here and there, but nothing too eye-catching.
All to be decided in the final round.
Yeah, I mean, those opening rounds could have gone either way. So it is literally all to fight for.
Callum being more aggressive again in this round. I really do think that's what he needs to do. He needs to put Fiad on the back foot and really start to capitalise on it rather than getting pushed back. Lovely double leg by Fiad attempt. Can he get the finish? Callum is attacking the choke and digging for that underhook. Fiad looking to bind his hands together and finish that takedown. Did get a nice spray of sweat there when they both pressed against the cage. Callum digging that underhook.
Getting sprayed with sweat and blood is one of the perks of being a commentator.
Can he get the finish? He's got his hands together now. If he can keep that chain, he can use it and you can drag him in. Callum's going to want to drag him up. It all depends on whether you can drag him around. Fiad changed to a single, which isn't really my preference in this position. I do like to stay on the chain. I don't like people to break their hands. But again, all to play for. Fiad's still in a dominant position. He does need to get this takedown if he's in. Mainly because obviously he's allowing Callum to score some points and some good shots here.
Callum Evans throwing lots of short punches inside, up close.
Yeah, Fiad struggling to drag him away. If he is struggling with his hands, he can use his leg to drag those legs out and draw that foot away. His head position here is key because he's going to get sprawled out if his head goes down, which obviously you can see Callum try instantly. Fiad needs to drive his head up to get that finish and chain those hands. His posture's a little bit too downwards to get that finish. Yeah, now he's back on the single. He needs to be changing this angle. He's going for this angle pick. Hands are bound. Can he get a lift? Fiad really needs to pick the pace up here because he is in and he needs to get this finish. Otherwise, he is just getting scored on by Callum. Callum do a good job of dragging him up. And Callum does a good job of dragging him back to the feet. Fiad trying to drive back underneath. This position here, I do like to switch to a single leg now and to run the chain and to use the pipe to run back to my next few moves, which I do like the call on the chain. But switch from the double to the single mainly because obviously he's waiting here, but he's not really scoring much points apart from pressing against the cage. He's actually quite passive.
So last few moments, and it's FIAD MWAMBA's forcing the action, but it was Callum Evans landing the short punches.
Difficult fight to score. I'd be interested to see how they do score this fight.
All three heads, 20 minutes away, on the unanimous decision. In the right fire, let's hear from Callum Evans.